Hello, team. This is TJ coming at you from the On Your Life Network. And here we are coming back to talk some more. All right, today what I want to do is talk a little bit about the 3 C's, right? There are 3 C's to avoid in your business. These 3 things will absolutely destroy your team if you engage in doing these things consistently. So it's best to just stay away from these things, the 3 C's. What are the 3 C's? Complaining, condemning, and criticizing. Okay? Condemning, complaining, and criticizing. Okay? Why are those things so destructive? Well, first of all, you know, the destructiveness of those 3 things comes from the fact that they're based on negativity. Number one, they're based on negativity, and negativity should never flow downward into your team. Okay? Negativity should never flow downward into your team. You know, by the way, team, if you ever have anything negative, right, where should negative go? Either in the trash, right? Just put it in the trash, just forget about it. Or if you just have to vent and talk to somebody, then you should call your upline, okay? You should call your upline. Never call downline with negativity, right? Okay? All right? So, complaining, right? You know, if you're complaining, that means you got your mind off of what it is you really should be doing, which is focus on getting better, right? Creating that positive energy, right? And then sharing that with people. Okay? If you're complaining, that means you're not doing any of those things. Okay? So the best thing to do is just, if you just feel like venting, like I said before, call your upline. Otherwise, you know, just don't do anything with that. Okay? Just don't complain, because, you know, the more complaining you do, the more complaining your people will do. And the more complaining their people will do, because remember, everything in this business is duplicatable, and it will be duplicated. All bad things are duplicated far more than the good things. And even more important to stay away from the bad things. Complaining. Let me give you an example of complaining. Okay? You get around somebody like, well, you know, this guy right here, you know, in the business is the name such and such, man. He just doesn't do anything, you know. He doesn't ever come around. He doesn't, you know, right? He doesn't do anything. Who's going to get off his butt and do something, right? Right? Just complaining about somebody, okay? Stay away from that, because it's very destructive, okay? What's the other one? Complaining, condemning, right? Condemning. Oh, man, he is worthless, right? There's a statement for you. He is worthless. Man, I can't stand this guy. You know, this guy right here he's just, you know, I don't want to work with him. He's just, you know, those kind of statements. Condemning someone, right? Condemning. Okay? He's no good. He's not going to be worth much. He's not going to be, you know, he's not going to be anything in this business. You know, man, he doesn't know how to do anything, right? You know, he's just condemning folks, right? Condemning folks. You know, again, it's very, very destructive, okay? What's the other thing? The last one is what? Criticizing, right? Criticizing, okay? There's a fine line between criticizing, okay, and giving someone constructive ideas. There's a fine line between those 2 things. And it's a line that is very, very difficult to walk. So, you know, you may end up doing some of this criticizing, but just know that do it with a loving heart. If you do it with a loving heart, it's not going to come across like you're criticizing. It's going to come across like you're actually helping them. And you are, okay? Because that's the difference between criticizing and actually giving somebody constructive criticism is, did you do it with a loving heart? Okay? And was that person open to it in the first place? All right? Is he asking for that? Or are you just giving it to him to be giving it to him, right? Or her. Okay? So criticizing. The 3 C's to avoid, right? Complaining, condemning, and criticizing. And stay away from those things, because they are very, very destructive, and you don't want that kind of destructive virus running through your business and your team. Keep everything positive, uplifting, helping each other, loving on one another, cheerleading for one another, rooting for one another, and the business will just absolutely explode, and you'll love what's going to happen to your life. So, again, the 3 C's: complaining, condemning, and criticizing. So stay away from those things. This is TJ for the Own Your Life Network.